Bible stories you weren't taught in school. The Bible is an unmatched treasure trove of ancient stories, moral lessons, and historical insights. But scratch beneath the surface, and you'll find that many Bible stories have hidden layers and unexpected twists that don't typically make it into Sunday school or the classroom. So history buffs, buckle up as we unearth what you weren't taught about some of the Bible's most iconic tales. One of the most famous biblical miracles is Moses parting the Red Sea, leading the Israelites to freedom from Egyptian slavery. The drama and divine intervention often steal the spotlight in this story, but did you know there's an intriguing scientific twist behind it? The parting may have been connected to a natural phenomenon called a wind set-down. Some scientists theorize that strong, sustained winds could have pushed water away from the shallow areas of the Red Sea or a nearby lagoon, exposing land beneath. In this theory, the waters would have returned as the winds died, drowning the pursuing Egyptians. This isn't meant to detract from the story's spiritual significance. It's about understanding the intersection of faith, geography, and science. With every retelling, this event serves as a powerful reminder of liberation and divine timing, but it's also a testament to how natural wonders can intertwine with historical narratives. Noah's Ark is easily one of the most famous biblical accounts, depicting a righteous man chosen by God to preserve life during a destructive flood. But here's what you might not know. Flood stories aren't unique to the Bible. They appear in countless cultures across the world. The Sumerians wrote about a great flood in the Epic of Gilgamesh, one that bears startling similarities to Noah's tale. The Babylonians spoke of Utnapishtim, a man who built a massive boat to save life during a divine deluge. Even ancient Greek mythology includes Deucalion, who constructed an ark to survive Zeus's wrathful flood. What makes the biblical flood stand out is its emphasis on morality and covenant. Unlike its mythological counterparts, Noah's story is about divine justice and renewal, ending with God's promise never to repeat the event, sealed symbolically with a rainbow. These parallels to other cultures remind us how interconnected ancient civilizations truly were, sharing stories that reflected universal fears, hopes, and values. If you close your eyes and picture Jesus or Mary, there's a good chance you're envisioning Renaissance-inspired art, fair skin, blue eyes, and flowing robes. However, modern historical and anthropological research paints a very different picture. Based on the region and era, Jesus and Mary likely had Middle Eastern features, with darker skin tones, curly hair, and more modest attire. The fair-skinned depictions emerged later as Christianity spread to Europe, where cultural biases reimagined these spiritual figures to match local aesthetics. By examining these details, we gain a deeper understanding of how faith adapts across cultures. Reimagining their appearances within their actual historical context reminds us of the human side of the Bible, a collection of stories deeply rooted in time, place, and people. The Tower of Babel is one of the Bible's most thought-provoking stories. After the flood, humanity bands together to build a tower that reaches to the heavens, an ambitious attempt to make a name for themselves. God intervenes, scattering them by giving them different languages, a poetic explanation for the diversity of tongues we see today. But did you know the story might have origins in real ancient structures? The massive ziggurats of Mesopotamia, built as temples to connect heaven and earth, resemble the concept of Babel. In particular, the Etemenanke ziggurat in Babylon was a towering structure dedicated to the god Marduk, giving weight to the connection. God's confusion of languages in the story symbolizes more than punishment. It underscores humanity's need for humility and unity amidst diversity, a theme as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. While grand miracles and epic battles define many biblical tales, there's a world of symbolism in the smaller details. Take fig trees, for instance. In biblical texts, fig trees often symbolize prosperity and peace. They also serve a deeper role, hinting at spiritual truths, such as in Jesus' parable about a barren fig tree, where fruitlessness becomes a metaphor for unfulfilled potential. Similarly, numbers like 40 appear repeatedly in the Bible with clear symbolic importance. The 40 days and nights of the flood, the 40 years the Israelites wandered in the wilderness, and Jesus' 40 days of fasting in the desert all point to periods of testing and transformation. These details reveal how the Bible delivers profound truths through patterns and symbols. The story of David and Goliath isn't just a tale of underdog triumph. It's also a lesson in strategy and innovation. Beyond the drama of a shepherd defeating a giant warrior, there's historical context to consider. In ancient warfare, slings were long-range weapons capable of incredible accuracy and lethality. David's victory wasn't necessarily miraculous. It was a smart move against a slow, heavily armored opponent. Also, David's roots as a shepherd mattered. Shepherds were known for their bravery in protecting their flocks from wild animals, honing skills that proved vital in his unexpected rise to heroism. This isn't just a story of courage, but also a reminder that ingenuity and preparation often outweigh brute strength. The Bible isn't just a spiritual text. It's also a reflection of historical events and cultural shifts. Archaeologists have uncovered a wealth of evidence shedding light on biblical contexts, from ancient cities like Jericho to tablets detailing Babylonian customs. These discoveries don't always prove specific stories, but help us understand the world in which they were written. For example, the Dead Sea Scrolls provide valuable insights into how these stories were preserved and interpreted over time. Now let's take a fun detour and explore some quirky facts you likely weren't taught in school. Nephilim. These mysterious giants appear in Genesis, described as offspring of angels and humans. They've sparked debates for centuries, with some interpreting them as myth, while others speculate they reflect contact with an ancient lost civilization. Balaam's talking donkey. In a peculiar twist, Numbers 22 describes Balaam arguing with his donkey, which speaks to him after God intervenes. This bizarre moment blends morality with humor, showing how even the simplest creatures can carry divine lessons. The Bible's influence on language. Phrases like "by the skin of your teeth" or "the powers that be" originated from the Bible, showcasing its lasting influence on modern speech. Ultimately, the Bible offers more than spiritual guidance. It's a bridge to the ancient world, offering glimpses into the cultures, fears, and hopes of early civilizations. Its stories remind us of the common threads that connect humanity, from shared mythologies like the flood narrative to timeless lessons about ambition, humility, and perseverance. By taking a fresh lens to these iconic tales, we can uncover their relevance across history, culture, and science. Whether you approach the Bible as a believer, historian, or storyteller, these hidden layers reveal its profound influence on our shared human story. The stories we explored today show the Bible is far richer and more complex than what we often see on the surface. It's not just a book of faith, but also a fascinating window into history and cultural evolution. From hidden symbols and historical connections to surprising scientific theories, the Bible invites us to continuously learn, question, and marvel. So, whether you're a history buff, a curious spirit, or someone seeking deeper truths, remember, every great story has untold layers. In the Bible's case, those layers might just change how you see the world. Thank you for joining this journey into what you weren't taught in school. If you enjoyed these intriguing insights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating explorations. Until next time, stay curious.